All right, well, the top 5 reasons why I feel sorry for people that don't have snow. All right, you're going to love these answers, and folks, stick through to the end where I'll tell you one bonus of the one thing I hate about the snow. All right, number 1, it's beautiful. Check it out. It is just so gorgeous here right now. It's been snowing. We just started snowing last night, and we got about, a good 6 inches of fresh, beautiful snow. And you look around the yard here and you say, oh man, it's just so pretty. Well, you know what? If the snow wasn't here, you might see some garbage and some tools laying around and things like that. But you get a little snow cover, covers everything up. Guess what? All of a sudden your yard and everything looks clean, lovely, beautiful, and nice. All right, number 2, it's fun. Everybody knows how much fun snow is if you're skiing, whether it be downhill or cross country or snowmobiling or sledding or whatever fun you can have in the snow. I mean, it's just great. It's that soft padding that you need, right? Back in the day, my dad, you wouldn't believe it, he was a bit of a yahoo, I tell you, when it come to having fun in the snow. We didn't live around a ski hill or nothing, but he had an old pair of cross-country skis as well as a hang glider for some reason. I don't know where that ever came from. And an old 340 Elan Skidoo. Well, your mind can start to put these things together. Sure enough, Dad figured if he added about 100 feet of rope to that, he could tie himself up, stand on his skis, hold on that kite, get his best friend to give her on that little 340 Elan, and he got up enough speed, boy, he'd just shoot right up in the air. I still remember the day something went wrong. He went, whoomp! Never even got hurt. Snow is a nice padded landing. I love it. Okay, number 3, it replenishes the earth. Does it ever? You know, we live in a place where you don't get any snow, and these deserty kind of places, they're just waiting for rain, waiting for rain. It finally rains, they get this little bit of rain, and it hits the ground and it just washes away. You see videos of flash floods and stuff. The water does absolutely no good. Well, that's not true with snow. With snow, it builds up and then it slowly releases. It's nature's slow release of water for us here. So it fills up all of our ponds and all of our dugouts and all of our lakes. And in the mountains, it snows up high, and then it stays colder there longer, and it sometimes even snows on glaciers where that snow isn't melting until July or August. So it's continuing to feed down into these creeks and feed these creeks and lakes and rivers all the way through into August. Snow is just fabulous to replenish the earth. Okay, that's an awesome one. Now, number 4, it only happens when it's below 0. I absolutely love below 0. You say, Spence, why do you love that? It's too cold. No, it's not. It's the perfect temperature because it's too cold for bugs. Yeah, it only snows when it's below 0. And when it's below 0, you've got death and hibernation for any bugs and gross little critters around. You don't see any of them. They're gone. If you live in a place that has a lot of mosquitoes and flies and that, man, I feel sorry for you. I go to the Caribbean, they say, oh, wouldn't you like to live here? I say, no, it's a nice place to visit, but give me a good hard frost and some snow. Kill all of these damn bugs you got around here. Rats, mice, cockroaches, we don't have that crap around here in the winter. I mean, the mice are hiding under the snow somewheres, right? But all the bugs, dead or hibernating. I love it. Beautiful out. Okay, number 5, tracking. How in the heck do you do tracking without snow? Well, I know because I'm out there hunting lots of times before snow, but it's difficult. You're looking for muddy sections. You're trying to find where there's a bit of water or crossings or things like that, a place where you can get some track and see how it is and try to make an estimate on just how fresh it is or not. Well, that's darn easy in the snow. And I'm going to take you out here today and give you a little example of that. It's so nice. So last night it started snowing, went to bed at 10 o'clock. There wasn't any snow yet. So sometime in the night it started snowing. We got about 6 inches of it and it's still coming down lightly right now. So as I go out, any track I see, first off, anything that's walked through here from a squirrel to a moose, I'm going to see. I'm going to know that it walked through here because it's left distinctive track. Not only that, but I'm going to be able to tell just how fresh it is. If it's almost all filled up with snow, well, it probably happened around midnight last night. There's no snow in it. It must only happen in the last couple of hours. Come on, let's go out and see what animals have been out here in the night while I was sleeping in this beautiful little cabin. All right, and then stay tuned to the end. We're going to let you know the one thing that's terrible about the snow. All right, let's go. Okay, here we are out, and I'm just out on the driveway. Got quite a driveway here. But the neat thing is, you can see nobody's been here, okay? Whether we've had vehicles or walking, nobody's been here through the night. I can see exactly everything that's happened. So far, nothing. Let's keep looking. All right, here we are. We found our first set of tracks. We didn't have to go far. And it looks like 2 deer came through this way. And let's just take a closer look at the tracks up here. So, these 2 deer walked along side by side here. And, all right, now what are these tracks gonna tell us? They're going that direction. If we look in here, okay, we could see how much snow do we have there? Trying to estimate. Maybe about an inch and a half, I would say. Look at these tracks over here. Look, there's a nice one. That one's down to the bottom. Yeah, there's about an inch and a half. Yeah, there's about an inch and a half of fresh snow in there. So, okay, it started snowing last night, maybe at about midnight, right? And it's now 8 a.m. So in 8 hours, we've gotten about 6 inches. So, it's snowing. It might have snowed a little harder at the beginning. It's not snowing too hard now, but an inch an hour, a little less, right? So if I have an inch and a half of snow in there, I'm thinking I got probably 2 hours ago, these deer came through here. So I know they came from over there and they walked up here, 2 of them, fair size, heading this direction with about a 2-hour head start on me. So now if I wanted to do a stalk, I could actually follow those deer. Now they're heading off into the bush here. They're probably just going to browse and take their time in this weather. They might even try to take some cover, sleep for a little while. I could easily catch up on them if I was quiet enough. This is nice snow. It's not loud snow at all. It's kind of wet. It's not too warm out. It's not too crunchy. I could walk right through this with a good wind direction and a lot of patience and a bit of luck. I could catch up to those deer. Huh? I love tracks. Let's go look some more. All right, we followed these tracks off of the main trail, which is a road that we had plowed, and you bet deer will follow that. Eventually, he wants to get off of that trail though and get into the forest. You can see exactly here. Look at his tracks. He headed here. Here we got some nice track because you can see up above us, right? There's all these branches up above that is stopping the fresh snow from reaching here. So now I get a better look at his track because this track is in old snow. All right, so this here isn't telling me as much about when it happened, but it is giving me a lot better look at it. So I like that. So under the cover, let's see where we can see that track better. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That is the perfect track. That's a good sized deer, okay? I can't really tell just how big, but I know it ain't small. And it looks like it's traveling by itself. Not impossible, not exactly easy to say, but it looks like it's going by itself, and it's also drug its foot here just a little bit, even though there's only a couple of inches. And well, oftentimes a bigger spread and a little bit of a drag will tell you a bigger deer by himself. Okay, that could be a buck. And I've seen some rubs around here as well, which I can show you. And so, yeah, exactly what's going on here is now he's moved out. He was more out in the open, doing some feeding and some traveling around. Now that the daytime's coming on, he's moved into the bush. He's coming down here. He's going into some thicker stuff where the snow's not so deep, and he can also get some cover, like, bedding down underneath that area there would be absolutely perfect. Okay, so all of this I know because of the snow. It's beautiful. All right, walking along, I've discovered some more tracks here. Now, when you're getting snow, right, it's hard to tell What the heck kind of track is that? I'm not sure, but again, if I just get underneath the tree a little bit more. Yeah, you can even see his little toenails there on that one. That there is Mr. Squirrel. But bounce, but bounce, bounce, but bounce, but bounce. There he goes. Look at that. That snow is deep. He's dragging his belly in that snow. He's going right over there. Oh, well, who cares about squirrels? But, well, actually, I do. You want to know how many squirrels are around when you're trapping? You got squirrels, you got marten. Just keep looking. Okay, and we're back. Isn't that neat? Thanks for sticking through to the end, folks. For those of you that did, here is the bonus of the one thing that I really hate about snow, and that is it's a damn lot of work. I mean, you gotta remove all of the snow off of all of the decks, or else it's gonna compact in. You gotta remove it out of your parking area. You gotta move it off of your roads. For that, you're gonna need a machine or a snow thrower, a snow blower. You're gonna be buying fuel. You're gonna be using your time, your elbow grease, your money, and everything to get that snow out of there so it doesn't build up too much on you. But it's worth it. It's so worth it. I wouldn't dream of living anywhere else. Give me the snow. Give me below freezing anytime. As a hunter, a trapper, an outdoorsman, it's beautiful. Thanks for watching, folks. Hey, like, share, and subscribe. I'm starting a community here. Get on. Let's hear from you. I want to hear from you down in the comments. What do you love about the snow? You got any hunting stories or any outdoor adventure stories? You can send them into info@themoosewhisperer.com. I'd love to tell them and share them with the world. Hey, let's get our stories out there. Ain't getting any younger. Thanks for watching, folks, and more stories to come.